Now that we've learned a little bit about intents, let's go ahead and use the tooling to create some. During the section on tooling, we learned that there are two ways to create new intents. One is to use the Create New button in the tooling, and two is to import them from a CSV file. Let's start by importing from a CSV file. First, let's open the intents.csv file. This file contains our current training data. Each line contains an example utterance followed by the intent name. This training data only defines a single intent. This is a very simple example, but we can certainly define as many intents as we like. Let's go ahead and import these intents. From the tooling, we can click the Import button. Next, I'll open the Finder, and I'll drag intents.csv onto the File Chooser dialog, and then click Import. Once the import's complete, you'll notice that we see the new intent, and if we expand that, we see the 5 examples that were in our CSV file. To test our new intent, we can click on the Chat button in the upper right-hand corner. Notice that Watson is now training on our recent changes. If we try one of our new examples now while Watson's still training, you'll notice that Watson can't yet identify the new intent. Training can take time. It can take anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds to a few minutes, and it really depends on the size of your training data. In our case, the training goes pretty quickly. Now that the training is complete, let's try that example once more. This time, Watson's able to identify the intent. This example isn't all that interesting. The utterance that we tried is in our training data. Of course it works. This time, let's try an utterance that isn't in our training data. Notice here that Watson's able to detect the intent correctly. This is because Watson's able to identify a pattern and generalize for unseen utterances. This is incredibly useful because we can never account for all possible user input. Okay, so far we've seen how to import new intents and examples using a CSV file. Let's now create a new intent using the Create New button. So I'm going to press Create New, and now I'm prompted to add the intent name. Let's create a new greetings intent and add a new example, hi. The tooling raises a message letting me know that I should add 5 or more user examples to help Watson clearly understand this intent. Let's do that. Hello, howdy, what's up, and yo. Let's now click Create, and as you can see, the new greetings intent has been created. If we expand it, we'll see all of the examples. Hello, hi, howdy, etc. As you can see, Watson is now training again, and once it completes, we'll give it a try. Okay, it's done. Let's try our 2 intents. Hey there is correctly identified as a greetings intent, and Tell Me About Glacier National Park is correctly identified as a Tell Me About intent. Now we've seen how you can use the Watson Conversation tooling to create and import intents.